You can land clients that pay you $3,000 a month, $5,000 a month, sometimes more, specifically if you have a skill that can help other people or businesses. But here's the thing, you actually don't need a big audience, nor do you need to create a bunch of content, nor do you need to do most of the things that these creator coaches are telling you that involve tons of time, energy, and effort to get off the ground. You can actually land clients with zero social media following or a small social media following, and I'm gonna show you exactly how to do that. I'm gonna show you how to make a lot of money with a small audience or a non-existent audience so that you can cash flow your business without having to do all the extra stuff that most gurus tell you is necessary to build an online business. So to start, let me tell you about Ryan. All right, so Ryan was struggling to get traction with his online business. He had a small Twitter following, had about 1,000 people, and he wasn't sure how to monetize effectively. So here's what he discovered. This is actually what I told him, right? So you're sitting on $5,000 a month in your contacts, right? If you spend some time hitting people up, learning their problems and businesses, you'd make money a lot faster than you would cold DMing random people. But here's what happened next. He actually landed a $3,000 a month client his first week, and then he secured another $5,000 a month client after. And he did all of this with having just a little over 1,000 Twitter followers. But the question is, how did he do it? Well, a big part of the reason that he did it is that he avoided using the traditional model that's broken and simply doesn't work. Picture this, you're grinding away on social media, you're posting every single day, your content is on point. You finally hit 10,000 followers after months of hard work. Well, now what? Well, according to the traditional model, you should sell a $27 ebook, push $47 courses, do affiliate marketing, run ads, pray for sponsorship deals, right? So let's actually do the math. Right, to make 10K a month selling $27 products, you need to sell 370 copies. So with a typical 2% conversion rate, you would need about 18,500 followers to hit that number consistently, right? So no wonder why most creators are struggling, right? So what if I told you there was a way to hit 10K a month with less than 1,000 followers, right? Well, we're gonna talk about that right now. So let me tell you something that changed everything for me, right? You don't need thousands of followers. You don't need to sell $27 ebooks. You don't need to sell low ticket products at all to begin with to make real money online. The real secret is that it's better to sell premium offers that you can charge thousands of dollars for to a small number of perfect fit clients who are ready to invest, right? So if you have a $3,000 offer and you land 4 clients, that's 12 grand in a month. If you have a $5,000 offer and you land 2 clients, that's $10,000 in a month. And so the math is much more on your side when you only need 2 to 4 sales a month to hit 5 figures. So this is exactly how Ryan went from making basically no money to 8 grand a month every single month with a little over 1,000 followers. But I need to be totally honest with you. He didn't do it by trying to please everyone. He didn't waste time cold DMing random people. Instead, he looked in one of the places most people completely ignore, his own network, right? So we're gonna show you what that process looks like, how to tap into your network, and how to figure out everything you need to do to make a lot of money without a large following at all. So first thing you need to do is pick your perfect client. You need to get crystal clear on who you're serving. And I mean crystal clear. The step is non-negotiable. It's the foundation that everything else builds on, right? So let me show you the difference between weak and strong targeting. So weak targeting would be small business owners, people who want to get fit, anyone looking to make more money, right? So these are too broad. You'll end up speaking to everyone, which means you're gonna connect with no one, right? So strong targeting looks like this. Female tech executives in their 30s struggling with burnout while leading remote teams. First-time fathers in corporate jobs dealing with work-life balance in their first year of parenthood. E-commerce store owners selling physical products who are tired of wasting 5 grand a month on ineffective Facebook ads, right? So you see the difference, right? The strong targeting includes the demographics, their specific situation, their pain points, the type of transformation they're looking to make, right? So if you want to get specific, think about these things, right? So who are the people you help? What is their role in their position? What stage are they at? What's their experience level? What is their main challenge or pain point? What do they already try? What is their desired outcome, right? So the more precisely you can define your perfect client, the easier everything else becomes. Your messaging, your offers, your content, all of it, right? So remember, when you speak to everyone, you speak to no one. But when you speak directly to a specific person with specific problems, it'll feel like you're reading their mind. The next thing you want to do is identify an expensive problem, right? So people pay big money to solve expensive problems. And I mean big money, right? So they'll invest thousands without hesitation when the pain is real enough. But here's something that most people don't realize about commanding premium prices, right? It all comes down to these 4 critical factors. So the first one could be direct financial impact. So maybe a client is losing 10 grand a month due to a broken sales funnel, or incurring unnecessary expenses like paying for tools that don't work, or missing out on opportunities like turning down clients because they have bad systems. So if you can fix those actual ROI problems, like people, especially businesses, will pay you a lot of money. Second, there's the hidden financial costs, like time wasted that could be spent on revenue generating activities, or reputation damage leading to lost business, or stress related health costs. Third, there's emotional and personal toll, right? Imagine having constant anxiety about business performance, strained relationships due to stress, loss of self-confidence and self-doubt, even things like sleep deprivation that affects their decision making, right? Or even so far as to have something like a failing marriage going on because your business is struggling. Like, these things are real. So fourth, there's the opportunity cost, right? So when you can't scale due to broken processes, you're missing out on market opportunities because you're stuck in the day-to-day operations. They could be falling behind next to competitors who've solved these bottlenecks and problems. And so really, especially when you're working with businesses, in those examples I mentioned, the more expensive the problem, the more valuable the solution becomes. So when someone's bleeding money or emotional energy, they're not looking for a band-aid, right? They're looking for a cure. They're looking to get the problem solved, and they'll pay a lot of money to get it solved. So next, you want to create your high ticket solution. So here's something most people get wrong about high ticket offers. They think it's just about slapping a high price tag on what they're already selling, but that is not how it works at all. So you want to know the real secret to creating a high ticket offer that sells like crazy? It's about crafting an experience that transforms your client's life or business. I'm talking about the kind of transformation that makes your price feel like a bargain, feel like a steal, right? So your high ticket offer needs to be the bridge between these points. Point A is the hell state, right? Where they're struggling, frustrated, and stuck. Point B is the heaven state, where they really want to be, where they're confident, successful, and thriving. So instead of just talking about generic marketing tactics, you're installing a proven system that consistently generates qualified leads like clockwork. Instead of just giving business advice, you're providing a customized roadmap with built-in accountability that makes success feel almost inevitable, right? So you see the difference here. The value isn't in just what you know, it's about how you package and deliver that knowledge in a way that gets your clients real results. So let me give you a real example. I help creators turn their expertise into a premium group program and scale to 20K months without burning out with my words to dollars system, right? So you notice how specific that is. When someone invests at a premium level, they expect premium results, premium attention, premium transformation. And that's exactly what your high ticket offer needs to deliver. And so this part, it's all about positioning yourself as the expert. So there's one thing that a lot of creators do that I hate with all of my soul, and I think it actually kills their chances of making money online. And it's that they try to show off how smart they are. You see them use fancy jargon, complex theories, and they'll try to impress everyone with their knowledge. But that's not how you position yourself as an expert. You want to know what really works? You want to create content that makes your ideal client think, wow, like this person really understands my struggles even better than I do. All right, so let me show you what I mean. Instead of writing generic posts about 5 marketing tips, right, you want to dive into specific problems, like why your Facebook ads are bleeding money and the hidden reason most marketers won't tell you. The reason why your sales calls keep ending with "I'll think about it." What's actually killing your team's productivity, right? So you see those problems that are very specific and how different that feels, right? So every piece of content should either speak directly to a pain point and or show them that you have a unique solution that they haven't tried yet, right? So here's the thing, you're not trying to solve their problem in the post. You're just showing that you understand their problems so deeply that they can't help but think, this is the person I need to work with. That's how you position yourself as the expert and not just another voice in the crowd. Next, you want to have real conversations, right? So this has been said many times, but I'm gonna say it again. You actually want to connect with your audience, talk to them, engage with them, send DMs, get on calls with them, because the rest of your competition, they just post content and they just wait for inbound. They just wait for people to come to them out of the sky, hoping someone will buy. But every time someone likes a piece of content, follows you, sends you a connection request, it's an opportunity to have a conversation. So what I do, I just ask them what made them engage with that specific piece of content. Right? So, hey, I saw you like this post about X, Y, and Z. How is that related to your specific situation? Like, what is going on? And then you could just progressively have have a conversation that leads to money. And so that's sort of the entire process in a nutshell. But I know what you might be thinking at this point. What if you don't have enough time? What if you've never sold anything expensive like this before? Who would pay you thousands of dollars, right? So if those questions are swirling in your head, think about what happened with Ryan, right? So he joined my program and he got to that $8,000 a month mark within a 30-day time frame, right? Because what I do, I don't just give you a course that you passively watch. I give you a checklist of actions that directly lead to revenue. So if you're ready to implement this in your business, you could do what Ryan did, right? Come up with your client avatar, list out the problems, create content that speaks to those problems, reach out and start conversations with everyone who engages, focus on helping people first and selling second, and then get some help implementing that solution, right? So you can go to the link in the description and book a call with me to help you implement a plan just like this, right? And so I recently made my system even simpler for you to execute. We have new training that shows you step by step how to structure your offer, how to package your expertise, how to price for premium clients, how to close sales naturally without being pushy, right? So if you're ready to get to that 10K per month mark in the next 90 days, go to the link in the description, book a call with me, and we can talk together about how we can make that happen.